This is a video about how we look at the future, how we come up with our attitude and predictions. The overall view of what's in store for the earth can come from a lot of different sources. Some of them are from ancient times, and some of them are from recent current events, news, sensationalized reports. Whatever we dwell on, whatever types of information we continually absorb and try to assimilate, will shape and influence our view. So, a doomsday scenario, anything apocalyptic, it can be strengthened, exaggerated, and blow out of proportion whenever we want it to. Now, this can be manipulated from above by the controllers of the media, if that is what the industry is calling for, if that's where the money goes, if that's what they want to capitalize on. There is a lot of disaster action suspense movies out there, and if it seems to work well at the box office, then that's the type of idea and plot and theme that is going to be pushed. And then people may absorb it. If it's not just for entertainment in the person's mind, if they take it as watching the various different movies out there in the disaster genre, if they take it as a reflection or somehow deeply connected with reality, not just entertainment, then they're going to say, this conspiracy theory that aliens are coming, or the government's going to lie that aliens are coming, or aliens are demons and we're inviting them in. These types of theories or concepts or fears and paranoia. Now, one thing that even preachers and prophets of all different ilk cannot argue with is the mystery of the human mind and the human soul. Nobody can argue with the fact that each person who is capable and adult, and that's the majority of people on the planet, that's the majority of human beings, it's at least 3/4, probably much higher. I mean, some people like to say they're disabled and get a free ticket here and there, but most people can survive on their own, at least a meager basic existence, and therefore they're responsible for their self, their own self. And in order to do that, we use a thing called free will. Now, this concept has been around for a long, long time. It doesn't necessarily say it as we understand it in the ancient texts in Scripture. But the same basic premise is there without dwelling on it. Even the story of the Garden of Eden is pretty much talking about free will and how it could be under different kinds of influences. Maybe not so good. Maybe, in fact, it's evil. It's too mind expanding. It's too freedom oriented or too rebellious against the divine plan or natural order concepts. So, how did we get to this state of being where each individual has a choice to do whatever they want to do and think whatever they want to think? They can pick out of a whole spectrum of world ideas. They can think and even promote to other individuals what they feel is going to be the future. But this can't be argued by any religion. It can't be argued against. It is, I think, what they call in prima facie in Latin, logical process. It's the foundation of how we operate. The only way you can make somebody responsible or punish them, that they are indeed culpable, is by saying that they had a free will choice to do what they did. If someone says, well, I was just following orders and I have to be excused, that was never really my choice. Sometimes military scenarios can use this type of excuse. Immunity, they call it. There's also diplomatic and political circles. There's really no such thing, because an individual can never give up their rights. If they free will gave up as an adult, consenting to follow somebody and then take orders from that person, then they did that from the start, and everything after that they're still responsible for, because that initial responsibility of making that free will choice to follow orders, didn't have to do that. Even under duress and threat of death, it's a difficult choice to make, but in different situations, whether it's karmic or just random historical periods, many people faced with that. But let's get back to the train of thought without digression. The world view can be changed at any time if individuals start to think for themselves. They know that they control the way they think and the way they do. They know that it can be adjusted. Instead of focusing every day on the things that are very negative or dangerous or exciting and splashy, people can focus on what's good, constructive things that are happening, efficient, helpful. We are being set free already from tyranny. We are reaching a point of greater understanding